Bande Matram, good evening. Welcome all of you. So we are going to discuss a very interesting topic right now. Almost you will feel like stories, but these are even if the stories they are true. So we'll listen. Many questions rise in us about the after death math. What happens to the souls after death? Where many questions even have been asked, are raised by us, and many questions, many letters also they have been put to Mother and Sri Aurobindo. Actually, what happens to these great souls? Even though we are not going to discuss the souls who are actually of a minimum ordinary sphere, but many times questions are asked, what happens to those great people who died? Where is its soul? Can you please trace it? So Mother comes here to quote it right now: detection of the souls after death. So the topic of this discussion will be on a very interesting manner. The caption will be detection of the souls by the Mother after their death. So we will proceed little bit. Even we have seen couple of questions it has been raised by us many times, not only once or twice, by many people many times. So if there is a question, answer is there, and that is not ours, it is almost the answer of Mother and Sri Aurobindo. In the occult level, they have solved the problems because that needs a vision so that it can be traced out. So anyway, we have seen a couple of questions also that affect us in the many different arena throughout we have seen. So these are the questions when we see we get confused. What are these people who have died and where is their soul really lies? To put some questions like this, we have to go for the another beautiful topic. Yes, what happens in the after death period? That is the question. What happens in the after death period? We feel like repeating here what we mentioned a few pages earlier. So we have already discussed it, and we getting puzzled regarding that what is really happening, what happens after death, where is the position of the souls. Actually, what happens so far? The great ashramites, great devotees, great sadhakas are concerned. What happens to them? Anyway, we'll to these questions that to the puzzles. We'll recite one or two questions in our discussion. What happens to the souls after death? These questions have been put, and the Mother has detected a couple of souls in his in the occult vision. So first question we have seen: where are our venerable seniors now? The close confidence of the Mother, such as Nalinda, your Tonimali, and Diwan Bhai. Again, also we find the question same time. And what about Champaklaji, who stayed by the side of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother for from early 20s of his life, of his the last century to 1973. Actually, but he had to leave his body in a place far away from the ashram from Pondicherry, being surrounded by the strangers. So now he wants to know what is the real position of this, what happened to them. Again, the another question also it is actually puzzling us. And the universally respected Madhav Panditji, who had to meet death unexpectedly in a far up Chennai hospital. So these are, even if they are very much near and dear ones, they were very much close to Mother and Sri Aurobindo. Actually, where are they? Of course, Mother has traced their souls, the position of their souls. But actually, I am with due apology. Mother has not mentioned any name, of course, for them. But actually, that detection is there. We have seen some examples. Also, we have seen, and with this scene, we'll find try to quote the real happenings after death math. Then according to mother, we have got few examples and a few, of course, these are the great examples and the great supporting examples. And these are also, even if it seems like stories, but truth. कहानी लगता है लेकिन in reality it is a truth. So, mother tries to explain very interestingly. One of the giving example of A, who was some sort of dandy, who cared a lot about his clothes and physical appearances. Very much fun, very much fascinating man. He's a very stylish man, dandy type sort of thing man. He was very much interested in his own physical appearances and clothes. Very much careful, if you can imagine. That was his habit and hobby. So during his lifetime, this was the thing he was taking care of his life, lifestyle, and clothes. So after he left his body, so the very room where he was staying, that was vacated, that was whitewashed, that was cleaned properly, and his dress and material, whatever were used by him, these were actually displaced. Because this room was to be allotted to somebody else who were actually in the queue. They were supposed to be accommodated. Then mother finds this very interesting scene. Mother finds with her mother's occult vision, of course, mother finds the vital being of A, the man who departed with the stylish attitude, a dandy sort of man, and loved his clothes and lifestyle life also. Found the vital being of A was still hovering in the desert room and searching for his clothes. Where are they? Just imagine. It has been displaced. The room has been whitewashed. There is nothing is in there. There is no question of finding anything. But still, a mother found in her occult vision. The man is actually hovering around the room and searching for his clothes. Then we'll go for the second example. Of course, the mother is not there. It is, of course, another example. After leaving the B came to the mother's chamber. It happens. For the darshan, for the blessings, of course, the soul chooses. And the vital being also comes because they are very much interestingly, they are very active souls. They are very much conscious. Awareness is there. So B came to mother's room after his death with his subtle body and sat there in a quiet repose. Simply came and sat there in the mother's room. Mother is finding him. But as soon as the mortal remains were placed on the pyre for the purpose of the fiery cremation, because this material pet and all this the body has to be carried there, the cremation has to take place. These are the story when this body was carried for the fiery cremation. Sri Aurobindo then what happens? His vital being shuddered and vanished. That was the real story mother has seen in her occult vision. Of course, this has happened. Third, mother interesting after that mathematics summary will find. She was a another person, very senior Asramite, a perfect karma yogi. There is no doubt of it, mother, but it is actually that time also that significance was there with him, that greatness was there with him, a great, perfect karma yogi, but totally dedicated to mother service to mother. Only these are the mothers who are with this dimension, this idea, this ideology. She was actually busy over the time. One evening, while he was actually sitting on his easy chair, he suddenly passed away due to the cardiac arrest, heart problem. So, choking of the heart's cardiac arrest and all, he met his end. Suddenly passed away. Mother revealed this to his sister. Where is she? There was something query. Mother was also her sister. His sister was also an Assamite. So mother revealed to his sister another Assamite. Of course, the soul has ascended into the solar world. Many times we quote that where is the world, we see there are two who are one and play in many worlds. So mother finds this man's soul ascends into the solar world. That is quite actually anxious and quite interesting scene. And mother reveals to his the departed soul's of course physical sister who was an astrologer. Then there are of course examples of two people. They were almost the two friends. They were ladies. D and E mother quotes are two middle-aged sadhikas of the ashram. Sadhikas of the ashram of the middle age, very much close to each other, more than friends. So they were actually staying in the ashram as ashramites. They were knit together in a very close bond of friendship. That is what happening. Very a close bond of friendship they were tied, middle aged, very much close. Friendship was really noteworthy. Then when D died, D and E out of D died suddenly in the Zipmar hospital due to perforation in her heart. Again, heart problem. Perforation in the heart, she died all at a sudden. Then her friend E broke down and complained to the mother about the deep sorrow with deep sorrow because they were in almost same side of the single coin. So that lady went and complained that mother is dead, I'm sorry, friend is dead and all. So many things, so many ways he complained. But the mother consoled her by saying, "Why are you crying, grieving?" Then what happens is just getting astonished. Mother is saying, "Why are you grieving? You see, D is not dead, just departed. D is not dead. She has just departed. She will come back. And in fact, just now she is standing behind me and smiling at you. That is the real scenario. You just find out. She is just standing before me. She is smiling at you. This is the scenario. He is not dead. She has just departed. She will come back. Don't worry. Nothing to worry about it." Again, I will quote that another beautiful example that is there on F. Mother quotes that is the example with the name that the indication is F. So F was an advanced sadhaka. I'm sorry, gentleman. So F was an advanced sadhaka. Advanced sadhaka, you just imagine sadhaka, sadhayati iti sadhaka, and advanced sadhaka means he got some that sadhana is it actually deserves so worthy. A great yogi in the past life, mother quotes, mother knows, even in her occult vision, even in her dealings, mother knew in the great yogi in the past life, here also an advanced sadhaka. And then according to mother's own evaluation, he finds it is of a position of a mark up to a point before he passed away. Anyway, he has to pass away because we are discussing the topics of the people who have already passed away. And it was of course a long told story in the after a large gap, of course, large interval we are discussing today. So he lay on the deathbed and consciously deliberately on the deathbed. Actually he lay on his deathbed consciously deliberately. Two words have been used. Consciously deliberately transfer to the mother's consciousness all his mental, vital and physical powers and the possibilities. Just imagine, consciously and deliberately mother actually evaluates him as a great sadhaka, advanced sadhaka, and a great yogi of the past. When he was on the deathbed, he found he just transferred deliberately and consciously transferred his all his mother to the mother's consciousness, all his mental, vital, and physical powers and possibilities. Entirely, he transferred everything to the mother's consciousness and of course, mother's consciousness and the light. And this process took many hours. It was not a simple process. Entire transference of physical, mental, and vital into the mother's light and mother's consciousness. It was a difficult process. Of course, he did because that he knew. Of course, anyway, mother's grace and will was there. So this process took many hours, and only when it was completed, he breathed his last. Only when it was completed, he breathed his last. It was in his part a marvelous sadhana through death. So this is the part one. We are going to take the part two.